This video is sponsored by Utopia Toys and Models. Use my reviewer code to get 20% off your next purchase at utopiatoysandmodels.com. Are Transformers that don't transform Transformers, or are these Transformers that don't transform not Transformers? So today we're going to take a look at some non-transforming Transformers from Aldi, and it is a blind box special. So let's take a look to see if these non-transforming Transformers can transform your wallet. So let us do it. What is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back to another episode of The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, where I unbox, give you my first reaction to all things pop culture. So if you like to see what I see and do what I do, hit that like, subscribe, get notified when we have new videos. And if you're doing that already, thank you so very much. And so today what we have in front of you is from a company called Aldi. Now, not to be mistaken for Aldi's the grocery store. This is A-U-L-D-E-Y, not A-L-D-I, where you get your generic Cheerios and all the kind of stuff for great low prices. This is Aldi, and it is a brand of blind box Transformers that don't transform. And so the popularity of Transformers that don't transform has really taken off with the advent of course 3-0. I know one of the first ones I've ever seen were like the Red, which were horrible, but then 3-0 came in and did some really great stuff. And then of course now we've got Yellow Park that make these models, Blockies, and then we have Aldi's here that does this. Now these are not models, these are already put together, but they are non-transforming Transformers. So would love to hear your opinion about non-transforming Transformers, whether you like them, whether you don't. What's your opinion or thoughts? Mine, I am indifferent. I love everything. What I like about these is typically I'm posing my bots in bot mode and I'm not really transforming them that much. So that's where I kind of land on that these are going to probably be pretty cool. Now these you can get in China. Where I got these from was from Toy Dojo, but these were mainly released in China for the masses there. So, but authentic Transformers licensed stuff. There is the front of the box, or the top of the box. There's the side. Shows you what you can get. There are 6 different boxes in here, and you have the option to get 6 different Transformers in here, with the chance to get 2 chase figures on that. I am the notion that I don't want the chase figures because I want the ones that they're here, but I mean I wouldn't mind if I got them, but I don't really want the chase figures on these guys. I want the ones that come in. So you do have the, I think you can get you can get RC, Optimus Prime, Jazz, Soundwave, and then there's one package that has Laserbeak, Kickback, and Cliff Jumper, and then you can kind of name them off right here, right? Starscream on there, and then the chase ones is a Clear Sunstorm and a metallic Optimus Prime. So let's do this. Let's get these out of this box and see the other boxes. So let's go ahead and pop this open, and voila. This is supposed to be like a good little display you can use and pop out, but we'll just kind of spill them out right there. So there they are, folks, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of move these upright and get these in a place where we can kind of start opening these one by one and taking a look at them. And here they are, folks, not in frame at all, but all 6 boxes, and they look great. I am really digging the box art on these guys. I don't understand what it says, but I know this is Defend Iacon. That's so cool. But let's take a look at this box up close. There it is. There's the front. There's the side. There's the back showing you what you can get. There's the 2 chase figures. I'll pull this up a little bit closer. There's the 2 chase figures that you can get. There's the rest of them. And like I said, Laserbeak comes with, I think, these guys right here. And so I'm hoping with 6 of them, you get all 6. And so that's what I am hoping for on that. So what do you say we open the very first one? So let me just move these out of the way. And let's not distract from the beauty of opening these boxes, right? So let me pull my camera back just a hair. Let me pull my I got a new backdrop, so I can't wait to kind of mess with that for y'all. But yeah, there we are. And so what do you say we open, says me, these guys. So let's see what is in box number 1. So it's always a nice surprise. Let's see, is there tape on these? Yeah, there's tape right there, and then, so I am guessing we've got Optimus Prime as the very first one. Boom, right there. So there is Mr. Optimus, and what you get is this cool card here to all R1, Optimus Prime, Wave 1, and it's a nice, beautiful package, and you can kind of see everything that you get with him. You get the gun, you get the figure, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hands. This is a nice little package of stuff, and what I'll do is we're going to spend some time on this one because I want to do the articulation and then compare him in size to my other Optimus Primes, because this is probably going to be between like Legends and Deluxe class possibly. But let's go ahead and see if we can pop it out of the box. Pop it out of the box. Pop it out of the box. And then it is taped up. There we are. Lots of accessories. And so we will pop this all out and put this box back together again. There we are. And I'm going to leave this box over here just so I can put like accessories and stuff inside of it. So let's bring this one in for a little bit closer of a look. Let me actually get this. There we go. So let's bring it in just for a closer look here. Fix my exposure. So feels very nice. Made out of a plastic on here, so there's no die cast, no nothing. Very nice details on here. Very well put together. So there it is, to the front, to the side, to the back, to the side, and to the front. Accessory wise, yep, looks really, really good. Then the hands, you don't get any hands that are articulated. They're all just there. So, and I believe they just kind of pull off. And so from a height standpoint, what you're looking at on Optimus here, and camera bump the camera like it's hot. And then from a height standpoint, we're looking at just under 5.5 inches, or 13.5 centimeters on that. So one of the things I think is cool about this is they're all going to be in scale, I believe, with each other. So that's what's going to be really cool. So let's take a look at articulation. So the head, you do have the head swivel, bob, side to side, all that good stuff. Arm pops up. You got a butterfly joint. That's cool. You have all the way around. Boom. 90 degree. Do you have bicep swivel? Yeah. And then the swivel right there. So let's pop the arms up into a T. You got ab crunch. Very nice. Waist swivel on that too as well. Does it go all the way around? It does not want to go all the way around. It looks like we're hindered a little bit. Oh, there we go. You got to tip it a little bit to make it go all the way around. And then the legs, full Van Damme. Now it's a little bit loose if I'm holding it, and to have it have its weight, but it looks like it'll hold its pose right there. Kicks up to the front. Oh, you got like a hip drop. That's cool. Back, more than a 90 degree twist, but that's cool. Look at that. Look at a nice little hip drop, and then ankle tiltage and all that kind of stuff. So you get some really great articulation, so that way if you want to put him in some cool poses. And so we'll pop that hand off. Let's get a gun hand in him. Wish it came with his Energon axe. That would be awesome, but beggars can't be choosers. There we go. Now we got him yippee-ki-yaying right there with his gun. Boom, boom. I am Optimus Prime. And so, but yeah, you can kind of get him in some gnarly looking poses if you want to. There we go. Boom. So that's very cool. Yeah, you can get him. These are very cool in order to do that. Now, They're not cheap, so you're looking probably at around $18 to $20 per box. This set cost me, I think it was $109. I don't remember off the top of my head. Probably get them cheaper online. Oh, his antennae move, and they do come off. So make sure to pop that back on. There we go. Boom. So, but yeah, there we go. So let me bring in a few little other primes that we can show off. So we'll start with Dr. Wu. So that's Dr. Wu. You're definitely a lot smaller there, but let's bring in a legend scale so you can kind of see how it scales like legends. So it's a bit taller. This is Magic Square's prime, and so you can see it's a bit taller than Magic Square, so not quite legends. I mean, I guess you can kind of say that it is, but not quite there. Let's bring in the leader class Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime. There we go. And then why not, for a little bit of giggles, let's bring in a Masterpiece. And there is Masterpiece Prime. You can kind of see how big and how small. And I think I had, let me go get it. Sorry, getting up from my chair. Let me go get, I have a Core Class Prime. I don't remember where I have him. Let me see if I can find him. Core Class Prime. And then I think I have something that's Deluxe Class too as well. So let me grab a Deluxe Class here. There we are. So Deluxe Class Bumblebee and Core Class Prime. And Woo. So there they are. Just kind of, you can kind of see from a scale standpoint what we're dealing with on this guy. But yeah, probably, I don't know how, I mean, I guess you can get away with scaling with your legend scale if you don't have an Optimus Prime. I think, you know, I mean, Optimus should be a head taller than everyone else, right? But not like super, super tall. But yeah, so far I think he looks really, really good. And so what we're gonna do now is, let me move all this junk. Boom. And this right here. Let's open up some more. What do you say, folks? So let's put him back. And let's take a look at a few more. And what I'm going to do is we're going to do all this in time lapse, so that way we're not taking up too much of your time, and then we'll look at each one of those one by one too. So let us do it. Yes, folks, my dream and wish came true. No chase figures at all the regular ones. Some of y'all are going to be like, dang, chase figures are worth more, but I definitely am appreciative that I just got the regular ones. And so each one of them, their hands and their accessories are kind of put in their own respective boxes. And so we'll just take a look at each one here individually. And there is Soundwave. Very, very nice. Love the Decepticon logo. Wish that popped open, but doesn't. But yeah, still has the same articulation as all the other one. So again, feels really, really nice, looks really, really good, nice feel of the plastic, just very nicely painted and done. I think they did an amazing job on these guys. So Soundwave looks good. So we'll move him to the side, like maybe right there. Let's bring in Cliff Jumper. But look at the scale. I think they do a really good job at the scale. So like, for example, Cliff Jumper, let me bring one of my ruler. He is only a little under 3 inches, so which is crazy to think about there. And so, but let's take a look at him. Just looks very good. Looks like a Cliff Jumper. Comes with his big old bazooka gun. Wish he came with the fingers that flipped you off, but he does not. But very nice. Laser beak. Very, very cool. So there he is. Let me give you there's the front, side, back, side. There we go. Same thing with laser beak. There's the top. There's the front, side profile, bottom. Let's look at kickback. Yeah. Get back. There we are. Just looks, again, looks really good. No Decepticon logo on him. Interesting. Oh no, there it is, right there. So just right above. But very, very nicely done. Starscream. Now his wings did come in this plastic right here, so we'll get them all situated when I kind of like pose him and have some fun with him here. But there we are. Just again, if you're needing robots that are maybe to flesh out the rest of your legend scale or anything like that, these may work. They may not. I don't know. But yeah, let's go front. Look at that nice face sculpt. Front, side, back, side, and front. Let's look at DJ Jazzy Jeff here. Jazz looks really good. Has his speakers too right there that you can put on him. But yeah, again, scales really nice, little deluxe class like scale there. Boom, boom. I mean, just look at the details on the feet. Very cool. Very, very cool. And then good old RC. Look at her. She's beautiful. She probably is going to be the one that's the most difficult to pose because just usually when they have chicken legs, they're just a little bit tougher. But there it is from the front, the side, the back. The side. They did a really good job, I think, on these guys. I think they did a decent job. These are kind of fun. Bit better than, like, let's say the Red series because it's going to be a lot cheaper. I think it's really, really, I mean, they're just fun, right? I can't wait to see what else is coming out. I know they announced like the Coronation Starscream, the Shattered Glass Soundwave, and then there's another painted Optimus Prime. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do, oh, also with RC, you got Energon Cubes, and you got an Energon Cube with Cliff Jumper, Kickback, and Laserbeak. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pictures of each one of these guys and just kind of go from there and then give you my final thoughts. So let's go to Jimmy in the chair for his final thoughts on these. So what are my final thoughts on Aldi's non-transforming Transformers blind box? So I'm going to bring in my favorite one, and that's going to be Soundwave. And I don't know if you can see him really good or not, but yeah, he is my favorite of them because Laserbeak just fits right onto him here. And I always loved Soundwave. I mean, Optimus Prime is always great. I mean, don't get me wrong, but this is so cool with Laserbeak just snapping on right onto his arm right here. And then, of course, just Soundwave is Soundwave on that. So the pros on these things is you get a lot of accessories, a lot of posability. I mean, just especially like a hip drop on these guys, that's ridiculous. So, but you get a lot of posability, a lot of accessories, very G1 cartoon accurate, and it is to scale with each other, which is great, especially if you are a Sunbow or that kind of person that loves scale. The cons, these are going to be hard to find in the United States. You're going to have to order these from China, or I got these from Toy Dojo, so you have to pay a little bit more if you get them in the stateside. Yeah, you're going to have to get them in China. The other cons, they don't transform, right? They just don't. And then the joints are just a little bit loose. That's another big, that's another con on this guy, but I can forgive that. So definitely what I would say is you want to look at it price per unit, right? And so paying for this in the States, I got it for about $18 price per unit, I think, or around there. $18, I think, would be accurate. So you're probably going to get it for less price per unit if you can find it on AliExpress and things like that. Now, I didn't get any of the Chase figures, which is fine by me. I got the figures I wanted, all the G1 ones. Would have I liked the Chase figures? I think they would have been cool. I mean, the clear Sunstorm would have been great, and the alternate Optimus Prime looks pretty cool, but I'm happy with what I got. So you get 6, actually no, you get more than 6. You get, when you consider Laserbeak here, and as well as Laserbeak, Cliff Jumper, and Kickback are all in one. So you get a pretty good deal. You get a pretty good bargain on these guys. So on a scale of good, bad, awesome, where would I rate these? I would rate these on a pretty awesome. I think they're really fun. Now, if you're not a person who likes non-transforming Transformers, then these aren't going to be for you. But if you want something that's really cool, desk bots that you can put on your desk or just put on a shelf or do a really cool a diorama or something like that, then these are going to be really, really cool. I mean, these were so much better than the Red series that was out. Red series was not that great. These I do really like, and I do like how they're smaller and that they come with a ton of accessories and playability and posability. So pretty awesome here. If you're into Transformers and you don't care if they're non-transforming or transforming, then get this. If you do want your Transformers to transform and you like this kind of size, maybe go with New Age or Magic Square. However, you're going to be paying more for that. So this is kind of, again, most bang for your buck. Even though it doesn't transform, you're going to get the most bang for your buck. So that's all I got to say about these. So if you like this video, maybe consider liking, subscribing, maybe consider becoming a member, where your financial support only helps this channel, doesn't hurt it. But tune in next time when we do talk about something else good, bad, or awesome. And in the meantime, y'all remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. I'm gonna go and have some Autobot and Decepticon battles right now. So pew pew pew, Soundwave Superior. We'll talk to you later.